Hello, my name is CAC and welcome to Top 5 Old School Runescape Updates. This video will be for those people who are coming back to play Old School Runescape after a break or just started playing Old School Runescape in 2020. Before I start, I want to say that this is only my opinion. I have been playing this game for more than 50 years, so this is only my opinion, which updates are best for 2019. Top 5. The first 2019 update was released on 10th of January, the Kebos Lowlands. This was the biggest update that Old School RuneScape has ever seen. New Slayer Master Koner and entry to the Farming Guild. This is the map to help you find your way around the new areas with a list of teleport and transportation locations and their requirements. The Farming Guild entrance, Farming Skill Cape or Skills Necklace, sorry. The Farming Guild inside, Spirit Tree, 85 farming, Fairy Ring, Start Fairy Tale Part 2, Mount Karulm, Koner, Corandire Blessing, Hard, 3 per day, Elite Unlimited, Battlefront Teleport, the Arceus Spellbook, 60% Arceus Favor and 23 Magic. Loa Kenji, A, Serix Talisman, 5% Shizian Favor. Oh boy, I can't pronounce that. Haret's Memoirs? Forsaken Tower Quest, Koran Castle A, Serix Talisman, Koran Castle B, Koran Castle Teleport Transportation Incantations, Shizian Cemetery, this Haret's Memoirs, Tale of the Richter's Quest, Fairing, Start Fairy Tale Part 2, Lake Mulch. Each dock allows transport to the others. Mount Mortem? Something like that. Serix Talisman, Ancient Tablet. The Farming Guild is a new guild found in the Kebos Lowlands. The guild is separated into 3 large greenhouses with each one acting as a different tier for the guild. The first tier requires 45 farming to enter, the second requires 65 and the third requires 85. Entering the guild requires 60% Hosidius favor. It is possible to use stat boosts to enter the guild areas. Guildmaster Jane can be found at the Farming Guild. She can assign players contracts that require them to grow certain crops within the Farming Guild in exchange for seed packs. There are 3 tiers of contracts available, Tier 1, Tier 2 and Tier 3, which each increase in difficulty. There will be a link in the description if you want to see what you can get from those tiers. Jagex added new crops to grow. Dragon fruit trees requires 81 farming. Dragon fruit trees can be grown in fruit tree patches around Gillinor. The seeds are tradable and are rarely obtained through the nests, boss drops, or by completing farming contracts. Dragon fruit trees have the same growth time as other fruit trees and give the following farming experience: 140 XP for planting, 70,335 XP for checking its health, and 70 XP for harvesting. Harvesting a dragon fruit tree gives you a dragon fruit, a new food that can either be eaten to heal 10 hit points, or they can be baked into dragon fruit pies at 73 cooking. Dragon fruit pies heal 10 hit points per serving and provide a temporary fletching boost of +4. White lily requires 58 farming. White lily can be grown in the flower patches around Gillinor. The seeds are only dropped by the Hispori, but they are tradable. White lily has the same growth time as other flowers and gives you the following farming experience: 42 experience for planting and 250 experience for harvesting. Potato cacti requires 64 farming. Potato cacti can be grown in cactus patches around Gillinor. The seeds are tradable and rarely obtained throughout nests or by completing farming contracts. Potato cacti take 70 minutes to fully grow and give the following farming experience: 68 experience for planting and 68 experience for harvesting. With the instructions of potato cactus seeds, potato cacti have been removed from the Nightmare Zone reward shop. Snapegrass requires 71 farming. Snapegrass can be grown in allotment patches around Gillinor. The seed are tradable and are rarely obtained throughout nests or by completing farming contracts. Snapegrass takes 70 minutes to fully grow and give you the following farming experience: 82 experience for planting, and 82 experience for harvesting. With the introduction of snapegrass seeds, snapegrass has been removed from the Nightmare Zone reward shop as well. New Slayer creatures. Sulfur Lizard requires 44 Slayer, Worm requires 62 Slayer, Drake requires 84 Slayer, Hydra requires 95 Slayer, Alchemical Hydra requires 95 Slayer. If you want to read a little bit more about this update, I will leave a link in the section down below. Top 4. The Seed Vault. A brand new seed vault that has been added to the farming guild in Cabos. Stored seeds are separated by type and you can add your favorites to their own section. Perfect for setting up your farming runs. Note, however, that it only stores standard seeds, all of them, not quest ones. Here are some words from Mod Maz about the project. The Seed Vault started out as a project to add a farming guild and was initially started by Mod Munra. With this departure, it was left without an owner and no real time to take it on. I love the idea so much and farming is my favorite skill, so I really wanted to see it in game. So I used my own time to get the majority of the interface working and then we brought it into the dev team officially. This enabled me to spend enough time on it to make it as easy to use as possible. It features buttons similar to the bank for withdrawing and depositing seeds, so you can get them quickly. Even better is the favorite slot feature. 8 slots you can direct what seeds to contain, either by dragging and dropping or right-clicking any of the seeds in your vault. Whilst this currently 8 slots, it potentially could be increased by a few in the future if needed. The list of the left panel allows you to quickly hop between categories of the seeds in case you do not wish to use the favorite feature. On top of this, helpful players highlighted to me the Miscellanea Kingdom gives seeds and hence I have integrated the seed vault into that functionality too. If you have existing seeds of the type you are going to receive in the seed vault already, the seed will go to your seed vault, not your bank. If you don't have any of those seeds in the vault, then it will use your bank. From a technical perspective, the project wasn't that difficult. The worst bit was actually making the dragging and dropping work correctly in the different scenarios of whenever the place it was being dropped to was favorite slot or not. Obviously, with any project with usability features, it is subjective as to what is the best, and some of the feedback from playthroughs reflected the same consideration that I would make whilst designing it. Sometimes there is no right way to implement a particular feature, and therefore different people will want things to have different behaviors. This can be tricky to balance and rationalize to make a good decision, and I hope I have struck a happy medium with a behavior that is currently exhibits. Note that Ultimate Iron Man will not have access to the Seed Vault, as it was agreed that this would be too powerful for the game mode. Top 3. Splashing in Lumbridge. Change to Splashing in Lumbridge. For those who don't know, splashing is a highly AFK magic training method by attacking NPCs with certain low accuracy magic equipment. It is possible to only ever deal 0 damage. This means the NPC never dies, the player gains the cast experience for the spell and can remain in combat with the NPC for hours. For new players that come fresh out of Tutorial Island, it looks odd to see players dressed in full melee equipment attacking with magic against low-level NPCs such as rats. Whilst being a controversial aspect of the game, it's not something Jagex are looking to get rid of, although at this stage. But Jagex are going to make this impossible in Lumbridge and the surrounding area to ensure it's not something that new players see. So of July 11th, Jagex is removing cast experience for spells if your magic accuracy is so low that you can only ever deal 0 damage, while in the area defined in the map. Top 2. New quest Song of the Elves. This is the minimum unboosted stat requirements. Those of you who have completed the quest will gain access to the legendary crystal city of Prifddinas. The elven capital has been quietly waiting for the old school map since 2004, and now the gates are finally being opened for the first time. Prifddinas is bursting with extra content for you to enjoy, the main features of which are the brand new PVM and scaling challenges, the Gauntlet and Zelcano. Mod Rai and Mod West were the designers of the layout and architecture of the city. The thriving city comes to life with a number of unique shops and characters. The fully glory of elven architecture is on display at the city's center in the form of the Tower of Voices. There is also a magnificent grand library for those who wish to delve into the history of Gilino. Each zone owned by one of the 8 elven clans has its own field based on the clan's specialty. For example, the city features a unique agility course courtesy of the Heaven clan. For the mining and smithing experts among you, the mines beneath the Trachaeran clan area may take your fancy. Jagex has taken this opportunity to expand on the area around Brivdinas too. The new elven town of Gwyneth has been added to the northeast to add the depth of the elven part of Gilino. The Gauntlet. The newest challenge for PvM is finally here. Jagex presents to you the Gauntlet. This training ground was designed by the elves to train their mightiest warriors during the God. The God Wars will be open to anyone who proves their worth and unlocks this city. Inside you enter a race against time to collect the materials you need to prepare yourself for the final fight. Forge your own crystal armor and weaponry by defeating the crystalline monsters and gather resources before facing the terrifying Crystal Hunlef. A huge shout out goes to Mod Lenny who developed the system to randomly generate rooms as you explore was key to making the gauntlet happen. This challenge is open to Ultimate Iron Man accounts, and an NPC at the gauntlet enters will hold your items for you and return them at the end of the attempt. Hardcore Iron Man accounts beware, death in the gauntlet will remove your hardcore status. Defeating the boss offers you a chance of receiving crystal armor for use outside of the gauntlet or even the powerful blade of Saildor. Zilkano. The Hunlef is not the only powerful foe that lies beneath the city. The skillers among you who want to put your mining, smithing, and runecrafting skills to the test may do so by facing Zilkano. Defeating her will offer you rewards in the form of skilling resources. She also has a rare chance to drop the Crystal Tool Seed, which can be used to make crystal picks, axes, and harpoons. Top 1. Twisted League. Leagues is a brand new game mode, which League offers a different spin on the game, challenging your knowledge and skill in ways you never imagined. In this first league, the Twisted League, you will be playing on as an Iron Man restricted to Kebos and Current lands. As with future leagues, you will be racing to complete tasks and score points in order to unlock relics and rewards that you can show off in the main game. To start your Twisted League adventure, simply log into one of your worlds marked in green on the World Selector page. Upon your first login into Twisted League, you will start off on Tutorial Island with a fresh start. Completing or skipping Tutorial Island will land you at the current castle courtyard where you will meet the League tutor and begin the challenge for real. Read on for more information about the Twisted League in the description. And as well, I want to mention some updates that I didn't want to put in my top 5 but are still very good. So game improvements. Mage Training Area shop interface, the Elnock exchange interface has been updated. It now features better use of the space available and confirmation button that reminds you what you are purchasing. Pura shop interface. The Elnox exchange interface has been updated. It now features better use of the space available and confirmation that button reminds you what you're purchasing. Jewelry box. Okay, I'm sorry about that. You can now teleport to your previous destination by either right-clicking or long presenting the jewelry box in the POH. Voting from Account Managing tab. The Account Managing tab has been updated to include a polling interface. This interface shows you when a poll is active, lets you view poll archives, and lets you vote from anywhere in-game. You can still use the poll booths across the Gillinor if you prefer to vote the good old-fashioned way. Boss High Scores. There is now an option to sort players by their kill count for various bosses on the high score page. Players are ranked from highest kill count to lowest. I hope you enjoyed this top 5 old school RuneScape update video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Have a nice day, guys.